It's gonna be good, and we're all gonna have fun!
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. If this is your first time here, welcome to my beauty entertainment channel. Absolutely. So if you would like to follow me on social media, here is my Twitter and my Instagram. Go enjoy yourself. Again, Amanda's not prepared. So while you're here, you can check out some of my recent videos. I posted a video a couple days ago. It was an Everything Wrong with Hannah Montana. Absolutely. Then before that, I posted a video talking about all the new releases garbage that have come out in the past like 2 months actually. And then before that, I posted my reaction to the first 7 seasons of Degrassi, which I'm still currently watching. So yeah, I've never seen it before, so that was my reaction to that. Moving on. Today's video is another collaboration with my friend Lauren, aka raggedyroyal, on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll put all her social media up on the screen. Let's discuss talent. There is not, every time she posts an eyeshadow look, I'm like, oh, see, if you are needing another dose of talent in your life, here it is. Here is a free prescription, because the talent, guess what it is? It's right here. You know, you don't have to look for it. You don't have to talk. It's there in front of you. It's undeniable, raw. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Look at the material. It's all over your screen. Look at the material. Undeniable talent. She hasn't made one. I've seen every single look she's ever done. I'll put some of my favorites up on the screen. Yes, I have favorites. I have to recreate people's makeup looks all the time. I just don't post them because they do it better. So this, like, talent, I really don't know what else to say, because the material literally speaks for itself. You want to see incredible eyeshadow? Here you go. That's it. That's all I have to say, because speechless. The looks make me speech. I have to, oh my god. Anyways, so we are collaborating to make a reaction video, I guess, to the show Instant Influencers. So y'all made me do this. So this is a beauty entertainment channel, and I got like way more than usual, like way more than usual. I got a shit ton of requests to watch this, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll listen to this recommendation and none of the other ones. And I was like, because it was so short and I really had nothing better to do, and I was like, I'd finished up a lot of my shows that I was like really working on, so I was like, let me just watch this right in the middle and get some things out of the way. So yeah, what the hell am I talking about? I'm talking about the brand new YouTube original Instant Influencer. So yes, James Charles got a TV show. The thing is though, this is not a show about him. Like, you might think that this is like a show about him. He's really not in the show all that often, and that was a good choice on the showrunner's part, because the show was supposed to be focused on making a new influencer. So it was a good choice that they chose to focus on the actual contestants, so we got to know the actual contestants instead of James Charles. Good choice. No tea, no shade. It was a good choice, child. Don't even, like, don't play yourself. It was a good choice. So the premise of the show is literally, I think it's self-explanatory, but I'll explain it again. The goal is to put so a bunch of people applied to this show. It's like a ton, I don't remember the specific, but you have to make like a YouTube video and show your personality in this video. I don't know, I didn't do it. Anyways, so the goal of this show is to basically put us onto a smaller influencer. They took a bunch of smaller influencers, brought them onto the show, and kind of tested them to see if they have what it takes to be the next instant influencer. Yeah, you get it, It's not very hard to understand. Not a complicated topic. So the goal is to put us onto a smaller influencer, which is an admirable thing. Like, that's a good thing. It's part of a larger planned redemption arc, but I'll get in trouble if I talk about that. So there are 4 episodes of season 1, and I'm assuming, I think it's very fair to assume there'll be a season 2, because over 500,000 people were watching the finale. I watched it all yesterday. So, but like, that's 500,000 people watching a live YouTube video. There's gonna be a season 2. So the episodes are pretty much all the same. There's like a little compact challenge, like a little like fun challenge, and then there's the elimination challenge, and the compact challenge has little to no part in if you're gonna get eliminated or not. It's kind of just there for fun, but if you do win it, you get a leg up in the elimination challenge. You either get more time, you get to pick who you want first. I'll talk about this more once I get to each episode, sorry. So yeah, I'm gonna go episode by episode because I think that's what a lot of Other people did their whoa, whoa, whoa. A lot of people have made videos on instant influencer, and I just decided to make one big one because I was like, I don't want to do all that. So I'm just making this one big one. So we're gonna go through all the episodes. So let's get it. Okay, so episode 1, this is the introduction episode. We get introduced to the 6 contestants on the show. I had no idea there were 6 people on the show, no idea. Because all I've seen from Instant Influencer is what people have put on Twitter, which is not the good part. Eek! But I had no idea there's 6 people on the show, and I feel like that's a pretty good amount because you don't need that many people on a makeup show, and I heard nothing about most of these people on Twitter, and I'm guessing because they were eliminated, that's why I didn't hear anything about most of these people. Oh, another disclaimer. I am not hating on any contestant. Clearly they're successful. They made it onto this big YouTube original instant influencer show. I don't know any of them personally, so like this is no hate. I'm going off of what I saw on the screen, and evidence doesn't lie. So let's keep going. So first we hear about the prizes on the show. They get to win $50,000, James's video setup, that's a really nice present, and a collab on his YouTube channel. The collab on his YouTube channel, I was like, whatever, they're already on your YouTube channel right now, but I digress. That's not my issue. I'm not running the show, so I'll move on. They also get to use like a duplicate of his video setup in all the challenges, that saved some of them dearly. The fact that they were given like the most professional video setup I've seen in like ever, yeah, that saved a lot of them. So like that was pretty good. So we see from the first episode, there are some very serious issues with time management. No one understands that the part of the challenge is to finish stuff in 3 hours. Here's the thing. James isn't giving them a lot of time. Like 3 hours is not a long time for like to create an entire YouTube video. See, I could do it in 3 hours, but I don't be editing shit for nobody, and y'all know that, and I don't care. It's not changing. I don't like to edit. I could do it, but editing a beauty video is so... People who watch beauty videos are rude, and they're incredibly nitpicky about stuff. Like if you have one hair out of place in a beauty video, 90% of the comments will be about that hair. I couldn't do it. Y'all are better than me. Are you kidding me? Move. So like it's very hard. 3 hours is not a long time by any means to make a beauty video, but it was like, I don't think it was wrong for him to give them a time crunch. It wouldn't have been interesting otherwise. What would have made this funny? What would have made this interesting if he'd been like, okay, you have as much time as you want to make a beauty video. Please move. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Moving on. So there's a new guest judge every episode, and in this episode it was Paris Hilton, who was hilarious. She was just funny because she didn't care, and I loved that. And she was just nice, and she was just there to be Paris Hilton with her dog, and I thought it was hilarious. She didn't do anything. Like, she didn't say or do anything. I just thought she was funny because she was just like, yeah, I'm Paris Hilton. That's why I'm here. Anyway. And then Norvina, who's the creative director of ABH. She is a permanent judge on the show, and that was a good show. That was a good choice, I guess. So in the show, they seem to really stress how important of a role she has in the beauty community, and they like really stressed how like important of a pillar she is in this community, which is interesting. Again, I don't want to get anything in trouble, can't say anything crazy, but that's something that I did notice, and I was like, okay, interesting choice. Okay, so the first comeback challenge, they had to come to the first day of filming with a makeup look that they felt represented them. So Ashley won this challenge. Obviously, God, she painted like an ink blot on her face. Who does that? Who thinks of that? Genius. And then James, where's your lash? Shut up. Oh, also, I know, I'm not even gonna disclaim that because the comments are already gonna be like, you hate James Charles. I really don't. I think he's said some very messed up stuff and has never apologized for it. That's what my opinion is on James Charles. But he was running his mouth about how she needed lashes. Whatever. My second favorite look was Gabriel's, actually. I thought it was so cool. And he got up at midnight to do that look. wow. No, I thought it was so cool. And I was like, that made me think there clearly, don't deny this, different levels of artistry on this show. That doesn't necessarily mean talent. It doesn't necessarily mean talent. It just means there were some people on the show, there are some contestants who do soft, there are some contestants who are soft glam contestants. There are some contestants who are chapstick and mascara Twitter contestants. There are some that are raspberry smoky eye. There's some that are neutral smoky eye. There's some, and then there's some like editorial glam people. So it's like there were different kinds of artistry on the show. So it was a pretty good mix. I think they gave everyone a fair chance with the that's a bold-faced lie. They gave everyone a fair chance in this first elimination challenge. The first elimination challenge was you had to go to like this Ulta beauty closet, which looked kind of like a pantry on Chopped. Anyways, so the first elimination challenge was you had to pick a makeup product and you had to make a video showcasing said product. Doesn't sound like, it might not sound that hard. It's harder than you think. Like filming beauty videos are not easy to make. They're not easy to film. So Kaylin, I was calling her Caitlin the entire time in my live tweet thread. I sincerely apologize. Her video is by far the best. I don't understand. That girl, Kaylin, she's funny in like a theater girl way, but I don't mind it. And so I thought she was hilarious. Some of the other contestants were doing a lot, yet nothing at the same time. So it was a common trend throughout this entire show, doing a lot yet doing absolutely nothing. I'm not a fan of anyone who does stuff like that, whatever. So Kaylin chose the Real Technique sponge. Great choice. You have 3 hours to make a makeup video. Shouldn't be choosing anything complicated. Gabriel chose the James Charles palette. I don't know why you would choose an eyeshadow palette. I know why he chose to do an eyeshadow palette, chose the James Charles eyeshadow palette, but I don't know. An eyeshadow palette, that's automatically more work. That's automatically way more time, and you don't have any time whatsoever. That was a bad choice. Indigo chose the ABH foundation, which I love that foundation, and I think that video could have been huge. His video wasn't that bad, but wasn't very good. Then we have Brittany. So Brittany finished like 10 hours early for little to no reason. I was like literally at my screen, poking my screen, like, if you don't get back and edit that video again, there's no way. I was like, there's no way you made a quality video in literally basically an hour and a half. I was like, go back. I was screaming, go back and re-edit the entire, I knew it. And then they played the video and it was not good. They played the video and it was not, she made the best choice. Picking that highlighter was the best choice. And she made another good choice to do her entire face and then reveal the highlighter in the video. Excellent choice. Fizzled because she got too confident. She should have used the extra time that came with making those two smart choices to actually edit the video properly, but that didn't happen. And then the other people had videos. So Kaylin won that challenge, as she should have. She's the only person who actually was like selling the product. I think that was the point, was to sell the product. She's the only person that I would buy the Real Technique sponge. This challenge also, I'll talk about this more in a second. This challenge was made for her type of artistry because she's very like soft glam stuff. So this challenge was really, really good for her. The judges, specifically James, were like up Ashley's ass about being more bubbly, and like I get where he's coming from, but she technically made the most professional looking video. It's a common trend with Ashley about being professional. I'll talk about that in 3 seconds. So if you're coming from a brand standpoint, her video was the best. However, this is an influencer competition, and so I understand why she wasn't chosen as the winner, because like there wasn't enough there. So then Brittany went home, and I wasn't surprised at all because the video was kind of a disaster. And then this man makes the girl is crying because she got off her dream show or whatever, and then he walks in, and then he makes her sign off like it's a YouTube video. Snot nose, tears streaming. That sent me. It was rude, but it was good reality TV. It was rude. It was rude. It's very rude to do that to a person, but it's good reality TV. So, oop. All right, now we're on to episode 2. So this man goes and wakes these people up at 5:30 in the morning. I wish he would. I wish he would bang on my hotel door at 5:30 in the morning, demanding I get it. People went to answer the door in their underwear. I wish some, are you kidding me? Ain't no check is worth that much. See, that's why I can't be on reality TV. I don't like people telling me what to do. I don't like people telling me what to do. I couldn't do reality TV. That's a lot of people forcing me to do things that I don't want to do. So they're better than me. They're better than me. So the first compact challenge, they woke him up at 5:30 in the morning. The first challenge was to create a red carpet glam in 30 minutes. That, are you kidding? So like, some people might be like, that's not that hard. I did a makeup under 30 minutes. I did this makeup in under 30 minutes. A red carpet glam makeup that's supposed to be seen in front of hundreds of thousands of people in that super stark lighting that they have. No, that was a challenge. That was like an appropriate, like, okay, let's see who really knows. Let's see who really knows. Because again, people thinking too big. You have 30 minutes, no eyeshadow. No eyeshadow. Give it up. Give it, stop. I know eyeshadow, you'll like, James will like see my artistry and he'll see how creative I am. He'll think you're stupid because you won't have half your face on because you spent it on the eyeshadow. No eyeshadow. None. So there are some issues. Ashley, the makeup that they had to pick from, I don't know if they brought the makeup or if they picked it from the Ulta closet. Her contour was gray as hell. Now, like casket, it was not looking good. But then they panned to like when they went to a different like scene and it looked like almost fine. It still looked a little gray. You could still tell that it was like, that shouldn't have been your contour shade. But they made it out to be like a natural disaster. It really wasn't. It looked pretty good. And I'm like, the lighting on that scene also made me realize the lighting on the show, first of all, the lighting on the show is beautiful. I would love to take a picture of the lighting on the show. It was so beautiful. But it also made it clear these contestants, some of them, not all, were taking a page out of James's own book. Cause why aren't the hands matching the face, boo? What's going on? Why is your hand white but your face is not? What's going on? You're on candid camera and your foundation doesn't match properly. Foundation is not matching the neck, it's not matching the hands. We have white and tan. That don't make no type of sense. So even with the gray contour, Ashley won that challenge, of course, because her look was the best. And then I think Benny was a close second because he kept his look really simple, which was the appropriate choice. Why are we doing complicated things when you have 30 minutes? Time management. Now that's the lesson that all these contestants learned, is that they need to be better at time management because it was getting a little bit ridiculous in my opinion. So like, people were dreaming so big. You have 30 minutes. Do a gorgeous face, fake lashes, and call it a day. Make her face unclockable, and then throw on a pair of Miamis and move on with your day. Whatever. So this episode's elimination challenge was a drag challenge. They had like 2.5 hours or 3 hours to do a entire drag look. Let me tell you something about me. I have never done drag a day in my life. I don't think I ever could, but I have attempted to block out my brows. You know how long it took me to attempt to block out my brows? Over an hour and a half. It was not working. It was simply, have you tried to glue down your brow? If you have brows like I have, like, are my brows full or not? They're like rambunctious. They do whatever they want. So I was having a difficult time. So when I heard that they had 3 hours to do, barely 3 hours to do an entire drag look, I said, good luck. I said, good luck, good luck. So Ashley won the first challenge. She got an extra 15 minutes and a consultation with Trixie to like figure out what kind of drag look she was gonna do. And then there was drama, or as much drama as this very PG show, or even G-rated, this is a G-rated show, could have. Actually, like, cursed, so maybe it's like PG-13. I don't know how YouTube works. So Indigo and Benny both wanted the same pink wig, which I thought was an ugly wig and I thought would have ruined both their looks, and it did ruin one of their looks. But anyway, so they both they wanted the wig, but they had to like race to get it. I'm not racing for shit. So they ran to get the wig, and Indigo got the wig and Benny was pressed. You should have ran faster. And then we get to Kaylin, who has never done drag before. My jaw literally hit the floor when she said she'd never done drag before. I was like, they couldn't have. How did you not? Why didn't you tell her when you picked her? Hey, by the way, you're gonna have to do drag on this show. I'm hoping that they did tell her that, because the look that she pulled out was pretty good. The look she pulled out was pretty good for having never done drag before. So maybe they did tell her. If they didn't, that was rude as hell. Because Laylan, bless her heart, basic. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I love it. Like, sometimes it works. Drag. So Ashley got the extra 2 minutes, but then she ends up hating the paint that she used. She wipes it all off. So the 15 minutes is kind of just like obsolete. So she wipes her entire face off and still gobbles up the girls for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Gobbles, as in nobody was. She wiped her face off and still finished before some of these people. Are you kidding me? Time management. If the contestants learned nothing else from this entire show, time management. That was her look. I love her look. Nah, she's something else. That's something else. The drag look that she created, something else. Out of extraterrestrial. Extra. So Benny's drag look was like cute. Nah, like the tears was like, that was an excellent like creator on the fly. That was this episode, right? When he like, his eyes were watering up, so he made the fake tears. Like, that was a impressive moment, so I'll give him that. Gabriel's drag look was very to me. Personally, I was not impressed. So Indigo ran all that way for the wig, and the look was not good. So the look was fizzled and the look was a flop. However, I saw the vision. I know what Indigo's vision was. I just don't think there was enough time to execute it, because when Indigo took the wig, and first of all, Indigo's base was the best out of all of them. His like the base of his makeup was amazing. It was better than the rest of the contestants combined. However, it didn't come together the way I know it could have. I looked back at it and I was like, I know what you were trying to do, but you were doing too much for the time at hand, time management skills. All of that wig was terrible. Bad choice. I don't know if it was just like a spite thing with Benny. Bad choice for the wig. We could have gone straight, slick, black. Straight, slick, middle part black wig would have looked better than that. Anyways. So then, Indigo gets eliminated for some reason. So he gets eliminated. And here's the thing. I understand why they eliminated him. He did not do adequately at all on that challenge. However, they were talking really, really highly of him and kept being like, he has potential. And I know potential doesn't pay the bills or anything, but like, I don't know, me personally, I would have sent 2 other people home before I would have sent Indigo home. Because I'm like, I think had he gotten to the last episode, I think had he gotten to the last episode where it was like create your own makeup trend, I think he would have blew everyone else out of the water. But that's just me. That's just me. I think also had he gotten to the collab challenge, it would have been a little bit more interesting, because I also hated that episode. So, and we're at that episode. Oh my God.
Now, how did your life change? Did you get the guy? Did you get the job? Is your house any bigger? Did money just magically, get put in your pocket?
So now, episode 3. So this is that apology. This is the apology episode or whatever, because it can't be a James Charles show without a scandal. Scandal sells, right? This is the strangest 15 minutes of my entire life. So first, this man comes onto the set and is like, y'all did something wrong. Clearly acting. He's not a very good actor. He was trying so hard not to laugh, but whatever. They were buying it. And then he was like, okay, it was a joke. And then he was like, so y'all's challenge today is to make a fake apology video. So they each get like a scandal. They have a ridiculous scandal that they have to make an apology video on. The other thing I can say to this is just tone deaf. A lot of issues stem from just people being tone deaf. How did you think? Did you not? Because the reaction on Twitter, I was like, did you not expect that? He did expect it because scandal sells, but I'm like, even if you didn't, let's say this wasn't a pre-planned pre-scandal to add to the scandal of the pre-planned redemption arc, won't get into that. Let's say he didn't even think of that. You thought this was okay. Listen, what makes an apology challenge tone deaf? Why are you doing this, James? Is it satire? Is it satire? Because what are you making fun of? You're making fun of your scandals. I don't understand what about James' scandals are fun. That's a thing. You made these are the scandals that I remember. You made an offensive Ebola joke 30 seconds into your career. You said some heavily transphobic things, and then you got accused of being a predator. Maybe it's just me. None of those things are funny. Like, none of those. That is serious. That all three, and I know there's more, I just can't remember. All three of that stuff, none of that stuff is funny. Influencers in general have turned the word scandal and the idea of a scandal into something fun and quirky, and it's like nobody, what? It's crazy. It goes back to the inability to empathize with people. Made a whole video on it relating to the mugshot challenge, whatever. Mugshot challenge was also added publicity for this show. You know what was the first publicity for this show? When he did, when he recreated Rihanna's look that she wore, was it Vogue? It had like Fenty in those letters, and he changed it to Sisters Disgraceful. That was the first promo for this show because he knew people were gonna attack him for it, and it got him free promo, and then his show came out 3 days later. Anyway, start paying attention to stuff. Okay. None of the stuff that influencers get called out for and then makes it a scandal is funny. None of it is funny. It's making, here's the thing, making jokes of it, because I know he's gonna be like, well, it was a joke. I just wanted to make fun of my own scandals. Making fun and making jokes of situations like this is what keeps people from being held accountable. Now every YouTuber wants a scandal because y'all made them cool. And now people get away with the most ridiculous things because he turned the word scandal, you've turned it into this, oh, it's so like only the elite YouTubers have ever had a scandal. Oh, you only had one? Well, I've had 5. That's what it's turned into, and it's weird. It's weird because the things you guys are getting called out for are really not like, that's not something to make fun of. The things he put on the little like things that they were supposed to make apology videos off of were like very minute things. Those aren't the things people get called out for. Over editing, people would have called you out a long time ago if this scandal was over editing. That's not something that actually happens. So what, like, that's so tone deaf. Why would, I know why he did it. It brings more traction to the page, but like, woo, is it worth it? Is it worth it? We're gonna look back in like 5 years and be like, what the fuck? Anyways, so all of them were doing a lot in this apology challenge, except for Kaylin and Ashley. The rest of them were doing a lot. Kaylin and Ashley recorded like actual apologies. I don't know why anybody on this show was nervous to film. Have you guys never apologized before? What about an apology challenge is hard? It's saying, have you never apologized to somebody before? That's my next question. If you're confused about how to film an apology, have you never apologized to someone before? Let's wake that up. So, the only two not acting absolutely ridiculous got absolutely no positive comments from James. The most unnecessary and most dramatic video won, further adding to the issue. Your scandals were not jokes, James. They were not jokes. They were actually very, very serious things. Even if like you are like, even if you're like, well, the one last year was orchestrated by that evil man who released an ugly palette yesterday, even with that, that still was a very serious thing. And now making light of it, it's like, what's, really? Really? So then, okay, so Benny won because he basically poked himself in the eye with the mascara wand and like did the fake tears. And I was like, okay, fine, if that was a joke. If the point was to make a complete joke and a mockery out of serious issues, then that's okay. Really? Anyways, so Benny won that challenge. So this episode's elimination challenge, they had to make a collab with a influencer, relative term, a beauty influencer, another relative term. So Benny won the comeback challenge. So he got to first pick and he got to assign influencers to each contestant. So Benny chose Bretman Rock. He gave Ashley Nikita, he gave Caitlin Louie, and gave Gabriel Nyma Tang. So, I don't know who Louie is. I have no idea who that man is. I have never seen him before. The first time I knew who he was, he got a Morphe collab out of nowhere. I have no idea who this man is, so I cannot speak on him at all. Benny made a good choice, but it led to so much African-American vernacular English with nary a Negro in sight. Nary a Negro in sight. So much African-American vernacular English. That made me uncomfortable. Whatever. So they filmed these collabs again. They had the cute little setup with like James' whole thing. And again, time management. It's been 3 episodes. Let's learn time management. So they filmed these collabs. Time again with the time management. Ashley with the best choice. She chose to take off her makeup and take off Nikita's makeup and like more vulnerable. Excellent choice with the time at hand. So there was no time to do an actual makeup look. They were supposed to film like a 5-ish minute. No time to do an actual makeup look. So Gabriel was dreaming big. The look that he did was beautiful. The look that he did on Nyma was beautiful. There just was not enough time. Caitlyn and Louis were an odd pairing to me. I personally feel like her and Nyma honestly could have worked better. And it's because like Louis kind of took over her whole video. I was like, who's the contestant here? I was like, I thought she was supposed to be the instant influencer. I was confused. I forgot who the contestant was because he completely took over the video. Whatever, I'm not. So that's him. So I know James and the PhD candidate in African American culture are friends, but I would have been confused as hell seeing her on the show because does she make YouTube videos? I don't think she does. When's the last time she's done a collab? Oh, they did that. The one with the buttons. I don't remember what that was, but that was before Dramageddon 2. So like, I think that's the last time I've ever seen her on a YouTube channel. I would have been like, what are you supposed to teach me? Especially since some of them have like very successful and like consistent YouTube channels. I was like, what are you supposed, like, I'm like, what is she supposed to teach these people? See, now I'm getting rude. Y'all asked for this review and now and you're gonna be mad because I was rude. Because like, what is do-rag, what is the woman with the masters in do-rag history who wears 50 shades of orange foundation, which we all knew, we knew was a facade, but even more of a facade, because if you go on her Instagram right now, you will see her natural skin tone looks nothing like, oh my God, permanent tan. It was a permanent tan. Even when she was pale, she was not at her natural skin tone. Whatever. I would have been mad if she showed up to me. I'd be like, what are you supposed to teach me? Is she a beauty influencer? Because I would consider Nikita a socialite. That's just me. I'm like, you can see, well, you should be writing a dissertation on African American culture. I thought that's what she wanted to do. I thought the niggerologist wanted to write, I thought she was in the middle of writing a dissertation about the history of do-rags. I don't know how she had time to get on the show if she was writing her dissertation paper. That's very interesting to me. I thought it took a really long time to write a dissertation. I had no idea it could be done in like such a short amount of time. When was the do-rag scandal? Huh. I thought she was in the middle of that paper. Maybe I was just hearing things. Anyways, how I know this show is PG, Benny didn't set anybody up with choosing them. I feel like he could have really messed some of them up. I would have messed some of them up. I'm just a messy bitch who lives for drama. But like, he could have set some of them up. Like, he could have put Louis with Gabriel because Gabriel seems really soft-spoken and Louis is like a lot. So like, it could have been, that would have went poorly. He could have put Nikita with the basic girl, Caitlyn. That would have started much more mess. But I know this show isn't about drama, but you know, I watch reality TV shows I watch got a lot of drama, so I was just trying to like, but I get they were going for a much more polite, classy, a lot of African American vernacular English, nary a Negro on the show. Anyway, So Gabriel did the best makeup in this challenge, absolutely. The look that he did on Nyma was, oh, it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. But I'm like, the challenge was to create the best collab, and they really didn't even talk that much in their collab video. It seemed very makeup artist, like a makeup artist YouTube channel, which I love those channels, but like that wasn't the challenge. So he went home. Wasn't really a surprise to me at all.
Well, look how she ate that.
So now we're at the finale. So now we have the top 3 and somebody's lagging behind. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. You can have a different one. Someone is lagging behind in the top 3. It's okay. There's no compact challenge here. They just have one major challenge, and it's to create the next makeup trend, because James Charles creates all the trends in our community, of course. So Ashley is very well spoken and very educated on the topic at hand, and I think I'm like clear. It's been very clear. She's also the most professional person on this show. She was the only, I felt that she was the only person who was able to actually describe what she wanted, what she was going for, and why she was doing it. She had the knowledge of the Off-White brand and conveyed that to the camera. She even wiped half her face off and still pulled it together. She did it again. She wiped off her face again and ate the girls up for brunch. And who else is supposed to win? Please. Next, so Benny did an Ariana Grande inspired look, bunny look. He didn't really articulate what his trend was supposed to be. I was confused. Is the trend supposed to be recreating Ariana Grande's album covers, or it's supposed to be bunny cosplay? It really was really confusing to me. And then James even said that he was like, I don't really know why you're doing this. And then when he got another chance to explain, he started crying halfway through, and I was like, oh, okay. I really still to this time don't really understand what the trend was in that look. It was a cute look, but I was like, what am I supposed to copy? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. So Kaylin's look, it was so well thought out. I loved it. I just don't think she's done looks like many looks like that before. So she didn't execute it exactly how she wanted it to, but I did like how she pushed herself. And I feel like judges didn't address that. I mean, like the girl, like, I mean, she's on the show to either get hip or get out, but she's like winged liner and nude lip beauty community doing drag in the second episode. That I was like, good for you, because I would have flopped out. I would have been like, sorry guys, it's not for me. It's not for me. No, I would have left. But I'm like, they didn't give her enough credit for that. But her look was good. It's just like, I'm like, had she done more looks like that, it would have been much better executed. It wasn't a proper grammar structure, whatever. But yeah, I feel like Ashley's look would start a trend. I feel like Kaylin's look would start a trend. I feel like Gabby Hanna just did a look like that, stole it most likely when nobody asked a couple of weeks ago. So I feel like that could be a real trend, like writing what people perceive you as and what you actually are. So like, I feel like that could be like a good trend like that. Benny's though, again, I'm not seeing what I'm supposed to be copying from. Oh, I'm in a swivel chair now. That's why I'm going like this. I'm having so much fun. So then they did this photo shoot. Okay, listen, I don't know who this photographer is. He could be incredible. I've never seen any other of his work, but he did not do any of them. He did not do Ashley nor Kaylin's look justice with the photo that he took, or maybe it's a photo that they chose. Not very good photos. Benny's photo was great. Like, there was like a clear difference in photo quality. Maybe that was just me, but I was looking, when they showed the pictures towards at the end, I was like, was that taken on a disposable camera? I was so confused. Yeah, I didn't like that. I was like, why would you? Interesting. It was very interesting to see the difference in photo quality. Very interesting. Anyway. So then Ashley won because who the fuck else was supposed to win this? Someone explain to me who else was supposed to win this show. Because I heard some people were saying that somebody on the show was robbed. I don't know who you're talking about. I really don't know who you're talking about, because Ashley, in my opinion, was the clear winner from day one. I think you could tell from this whole video my two faves were Ashley and Caitlyn. I think I even said that at the beginning. This is an influencer show. This is a budding influencer show. Those two, in my opinion, were the only two people I would actually sit down and watch a 10, 15, 20, 30-minute video of them talking. That's just my personal opinion. With Caitlyn, I think the show was going to be good for her because it pushed her beyond, you know, the little box of, you know, the nude lip and, you know, the cranberry eye. It pushed her beyond that. So maybe she'll incorporate more color and more dramatics into her look. So that'll be great. But I also feel like it's okay to be basic. I mean, like, I know it's a negative. People use basic as like a negative word to describe people. And it's like, a lot of people don't like the super, super colorful, like, eyeshadow look anymore. That was very 2018. Like, rainbow 2018. Now people have like kind of like toned it down, so I think she could really thrive. And she's kind of like funny, she's like weird funny. I don't know, I like it. It's giving me very theater girl, but I didn't really mind it. It wasn't a lot, it wasn't like always in your face, so I think she could do pretty well. Now Ashley, in my HBIC, listen, professionalism. That's what it boiled down to with me and Ash. It was professionalism. She was the most professional person on this show. People want to be like, she's not energetic enough. Go watch a children's show. If you want to see people jumping around on stage, this is a beauty challenge. Get out of here. Move. If you want to see someone jumping up and down like a fool, go watch one of the Paul brothers. If you want to see that, go to a different side of YouTube. This is the beauty side, please. Childish. That's so childish. Be more energetic. Go watch somebody else. Anyway, so this is my thing. I tweeted this like 10 times in my live thread. I was like, is there a dress code on this show or not? Because Ashley was dressed to the tens every single episode, and the others only started to play catch up in episodes 3 and 4, mostly 4 because it was the finale. I was very confused. Because she came dressed to impress and most of the other people did not. That I was like, so there isn't a dress code? She's just outdressing you guys. I would have seen her the first day and been like, oh shoot, let me revamp some of my wardrobe choices, because it was stunt. It was a stunt from the day. It was wow, no. Professional. And I'm like, she also had the best makeup. I don't want to be rude. I don't want us to be rude and say that she had the best makeup by far, because that's rude, but the material is evident. You can go look from episode 1. Her makeup literally looks the best. Sorry, I know people are gonna be mad that I said that. I'm not saying other people are not talented. I'm not. I'm literally just sharing my opinion. Thank you so much. The material is evident. Who had the best makeup on the show? Again, I love professional people. I love people who take their craft seriously. I love people who show up and say, I am the best, and that's it. She showed up looking dressed to impress, and the makeup matched that. The creativity matched that. Her drag look, are we serious, guys? When they were critiquing her, they were trying to find things wrong with it. That's okay, because there's nothing wrong with it. They had to give her something negative, because they gave everyone else negative critiques. They're like, oh shoot, should have used dark blue, which is correct. She could have used Norvina's critique about how she could have incorporated like pink crystals. She should recreate that look with some pink crystals. Ashley, get on that. That was a good critique, but like, guys, was no shock to me. Shouldn't have been no shock to nobody. All right, so yeah, that's the show. So should you watch the show? No, you don't need to. I pretty much told you everything that happens. Show's very predictable. It's not like other reality. It's like you watch the first episode, and if you have half a brain cell, you can figure out who the top 3 is. Like, you can kind of tell who top 3 are on this show. Who the final 3 will be on the show from the first episode. James isn't in the show very often, which is a great choice on the show's creators' part. They focused most on people who were actually going to try to become influencers, which actually made sense with what the show's purpose was. Also, so like, you don't need to watch the show, because I just told you everything that happens. So you don't really need to watch it. Also, there's a lot of African American vernacular English. Periods. and about 2%, no, like 1.5 came from the actual black person on the show. So it's like, that's not this show's fault. It's just y'all. Stop using words you don't understand. Using words and phrases you don't understand what they mean, you're using them incorrectly. African American vernacular English has grammar rules too. Finna go period, sis, period. You sound ridiculous. You sound so dumb. You sound so, that's what some people on the show sounded like, and I was like, you're making me want to stop this show. I wanted to stop the show like it really actually wasn't that bad to watch. It's just you like, oh, every time. Period. Stop it. Stop it. Finna go. Stop it. Stop it. Sounds foolish. Anyway, so yeah, that's the end. You can watch it if you want to. It's pretty short. It's like, you can like finish it in like one sitting. It's pretty short. Is it entertaining enough? No. But it's like not meant to be. It's very like cookie cutter, very clean, very classy, no drama, no mess, none of that. It's just very like, these are people who are doing makeup on a television show. That's about it. So what else am I supposed to say? Yeah. I think that's it. I think that's it, honestly. So yeah, that's the end of my video. So if you've watched or if you've heard of anything and you don't feel like watching, tell me about anything, any comments, any opinions you have in the comments down below. Again, I am not hating on anybody. Please give me a break, please. Sharing your opinion is not hating on people. They're all talented. They all clearly made it onto the shows. They're clearly more talented. Like, please. So yeah, that's the end of my video. If you'd like to follow me on social media, here's my Twitter and my Instagram. Go have fun, go peruse, go enjoy, absolutely. And check out some of my recent videos that are on your screen now. Absolutely, absolutely. And yeah, that's it. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, that's the end of my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you're staying healthy and safe inside your home. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.